Main Street Comics podcast coming at you live from Main Street Comics. This episode we're going to be talking about new comics that dropped, Vanguard, or should I say Card Fight Vanguard.
Card Fight Vanguard, por favor.
Yu-Gi-Oh! A little bit about Magic and the new set that's dropping. And of course Pokemon, which we just introduced to the shop. Trying to get the sanctioning done on that. We got the application sent as well as the DCI WPN sanctioned form. So that's working itself out. We are going to need a couple things from the Magic players as soon as we get approved in order to get to a core level store. Stay updated on that by liking the page on Facebook and just checking in every once in a while. Cosmo Blazer will be dropping tomorrow. Look for our first tournament this Saturday at 1 p.m. That will be a Kasi tournament. If 20 people show, we'll give away a box at $5 per entry. We are working our hardest to get a hold of Turbo Packs right now. I've been informed that they're out of print, so since no one really liked the Astro Packs, we'll be trying our hardest to get those instead. And then, of course, after we run out of stock, we'll go back to the Astro Packs. Hopefully, by next format, they'll introduce something new for you guys. We'll see what they got in store. Anyways, let's go around the table here.
I'm Benny, coming at you live from Main Street Comics.
Johnny, I spend too much money in the store.
Ivan, howdy.
Y'all know him.
Of course.
Okay, so first, let's talk about new comics that dropped. We got Before Watchmen, Minuteman #6. I'm just kind of glad that this whole set's over with now. Because, I mean, as much as I liked it, and as much as I didn't read most of it.
Well, neither did I, but
there was just too many titles
you had to follow each one. And
I read Minuteman, so I'm excited to read this issue, get it over with. But, I mean, as far as Ozzy goes, I've heard Ozzy was one of the best ones, but why would I even read anything about Ozymandias?
Well, I mean, I don't...
Because he's kind of a douchebag.
That's true, but, like, really, how did he get his own set? I mean, he's just the smartest man, and he just did karate. I mean, Johnny could go do that if he gets his IQ a little bit up. But
yeah,
exactly.
I just think Watchmen's not good whatsoever.
Oh,
what?
Really?
What?
Come on, man. Wait, are you for real?
Now this is a podcast. Did you read it back in the day?
Yeah, back in the day is better than this shit.
No, but okay, but I'm talking about
like before the movie.
So did you like Watchmen?
Yeah, I like the Watchmen.
But you didn't think it was the greatest comic book of all time?
No.
Why not? You know, a lot of people come to me about that, and I had this one guy who was like, "Oh, I really like Watchmen, but it's no Sandman."
Yeah, or it's no like Spider-Man or or Wolverine.
But they're totally different. You can't compare Sandman to
fucking. It's like you want a superhero with like cool powers, not like I don't know, just the Watchmen.
The Watchmen was really good. I mean,
it was the story.
What do you like? What do you like about it?
Okay, honestly, if you think about it,
I like the twist. Yeah. I like how it was introducing new elements every book. Like we're following this redheaded guy and seeing what he's doing, and simultaneously following Rorschach, and then they combine into one of the books, and you're like, oh snap! I didn't know it was the same guy. Then like Comedian and everyone tying into that, going to his funeral, looking back on, their experiences with Comedian back in the day in Nam when they were, the Minutemen, all that stuff. Then you got Silk Spectre.
And then when they try to establish the Crime Busters, wasn't that
the Crime Busters too. I liked it, and then I just like how everything fell together. I didn't really like the pirate thing, or the fact that they made me read some of the book under the hood at the end of every book. Because, I was kind of like, well, this is a comic book. I don't want to read a novel,
But the thing is, like, that makes Watchmen so good than to Spider-Man or Superman. Spider-Man and Superman are also, like, kid-adapted. Mm-hmm. You'll see their cartoons. Watchmen, you can't really do that.
Yeah, it's sex, drugs, and violence.
It's more like...
that's true.
Like, it tells more of a story than just to appeal to
That is the only comic book on Time's 100 greatest novels of all time.
That's true.
So, I
give him that.
I got to give it credit.
You do have to give it credit for sure.
And I think it does a lot more.
But the movie did no justice.
No, the movie sucked.
Yeah.
I give him that much. The movie was really bad.
I liked, the first hour of it because of Comedian and all that.
Yeah.
I thought Comedian was the only one that got his job done.
Right.
And then everyone else just kind of
It's just the whole
messed
thing,
up.
like the Watchmen. I don't know. Like if I had the Watchmen and I had that one comic Happy, I'd rather read Happy than
Really?
Watchmen.
Which one's Happy? The
Happy's the one where
That's exactly the point.
is this guy that he's a cop, but he sees like this little unicorn purple thing, you know what I mean? Like after he kills
Already it's better than watching.
Right.
They already incorporated My Little Pony
but
into
when it
it.
starts, this girl's giving this guy a blowjob, you know what I mean? And then he's gonna kill her with a hammer, and then like he comes.
Kids,
and
if
just
you're
shoots
listening
it.
to this, you're gonna
He
need
just shoots
ID
him.
for this purchase.
And he just shoots him, like how you said, you're talking
Yeah,
about
parental-
parental advisory shit, you know what I mean? But I'd rather read that than Watchmen.
But Watchmen's more of a classier kind of thing.
I
Like it just
guess,
doesn't pop out with
but-
the BJ. In the
But you should read
first few
Happy, and you
pages.
should tell me what you would rather read.
Well, okay.
Because
Well,
I'd rather
give me
read
an
4
issue.
comic books than 35 of them that just.
Well, that's the Before Watchmen.
Before Watchmen was okay. Watchmen alone is
I
amazing.
think Before Watchmen, you can kind of just like, oh, I like comedians, so I'm gonna buy all the.
Yeah,
Comedians.
like you don't have to read them all.
Yeah.
You can just follow on one thing.
Anyways, about Watchmen, whatever.
Yeah. I'm
Everybody's
just-
preference.
So we became the Watchmen podcast.
I guess right. That was
So 6 minutes.
That was 6 minutes.
6 minutes of
Wow.
Watchmen.
Okay.
Okay, so moving on, Young Avengers. Benny, you want to take this over?
Young Avengers was amazing. I don't care if there was a gay scene. Nick loved
No,
it.
nothing's wrong with the gay scene. It's just
But that's what everybody refers to it as.
I feel like it should be on the WB or like Bravo instead of
Hey,
in
come
Marvel
yeah, the
Comics.
art looks really like
Like if it was an IDW
like
series,
old, like
okay.
yeah, like WB Teen Titans or something
Exactly.
like that. You know, that's what the art looks like. It's just like
It does look like it, but it's still a good comic if you just get past
I
that.
guess so.
That the main character, the 2 of the main characters are gay, and that there are some like the girls are not drawn so good, but the guys are drawn really into detail. But the story wise, it's really good.
Wonder why.
Yeah. But still, the story could be good. It doesn't matter.
That being said, what do you think about Sex in the City, Benny?
Well, I loved it. No, I've never seen an episode of my life.
But the movies you've seen.
Don't judge me.
I think I have
I've
seen
never
it
seen
too.
the movie. You've seen the movie?
Yeah, I've seen the first one.
How was it?
I don't mind the first one. The second one, I couldn't.
Oh, so
watch.
you admit you saw the second one?
I saw parts of the second one.
So you saw it kind of in a sense.
I saw parts of the second one.
All right.
I don't know. I relate to it. I don't relate, but I like.
You
I-
relate?
It's a trap.
Don't do it. Bottom.
Well, thank you for knowing your new owner. You're welcome.
Remember to bring up Sex in the City when you come in.
If the pages are stuck on your comics, you know.
Just on Young Justice.
What else came out?
We got Deadpool Illustrated. I kind of
Ooh.
like this because
It brings
being-
back classics.
Yeah, being the shop owner, I remember Classics Illustrated coming in, and they're not really worth much because I would always open them up and they would have a library pocket stamped on it, and it would so many
Yeah,
kids would go
exactly.
through them and like draw their names and that they're in love with Mary Jane and all this stuff.
Exactly.
I haven't read it yet, though, but it looks funny though.
But if you look at
Deadpool's
it,
always
Yeah,
great.
so this is Deadpool's take on all those Classics Illustrated like Huckleberry Finn, Moby Dick.
Moby Dick. That's the first one, right? Moby Dick.
Moby
right?
Dick
yeah,
is the
Moby
first
Dick's
one.
the first
It looks funny. It looks hilarious.
It does. But if you think about it, if like kids buy it now and read it, they're gonna think it's awesome. And if they pick it up years later, they're gonna look, oh, the storyline looks good for the original. I wonder what the original is like. And it gives them more of a classier.
No,
taste.
yeah, I think it got something. I think the read value to me is more than the fact that it's Deadpool.
Yeah.
As opposed to kids
Yeah.
who are just like, oh, Deadpool. And then
Yeah,
they just-
Deadpool's amazing, but then when they grow up, they're gonna see.
Yeah,
oh,
they're gonna
Moby
be like,
Dick.
oh man, I was actually reading.
Well,
like-
actually, I was actually learning something about the actual novel, not
Yeah.
just
Right.
reading a comic book. You know?
Not just to read.
Which is great that how they incorporated that. you
Yeah,
know?
which is really good.
Kids
though.
learning shit other than
Other than
actually
just
being in classroom. You know,
Mhm.
even after.
like you could learn outside the classroom.
Yeah, basically.
yeah.
Right.
There's
So
a
what
lot.
else?
There's a lot of parents who are afraid to let their kids read comics.
Oh, especially Deadpool right now.
But I don't understand why. I
It's
mean,
just they're overprotected nowadays.
no. They learn more from reading Deadpool than
They do. It's cool.
Scooby Doo. You know, a Scooby Doo comic.